guy just walked away from his car, left his doors wide open. It's like a Cadillac, I think. If I could hotwire a car. Hi there, friends. I'm doing something that is a bit out of the ordinary, and this is the first time I've done it, so it's going to be a little bit weird. I had this idea recently, and I was like, I want to make a video. I want to sit and talk to a camera. So you're currently in my car, and incredibly, it's a casual kind of thing, and I figure I'll just show you what I'm up to. This is more of like a dry run and kind of just testing the camera because I just got it in the mail today. It's a DJI Action 3. I'm shooting 4K, 30 frames per second. I probably could shoot 60 if I really wanted to, but I don't really care that much. So you're just going to come around and we're going to see what happens. I'm wondering how my air conditioner sounds. If I turn it off, you can probably just hear my engine. But it's hot. It's probably 80 degrees out, 85 degrees. I do have this. This is kind of cool. I don't know if it'll actually focus. It says, let's make a date. It's got a little hologram on it. It's a pin back button. So, you can watch me buy things like that. I've got some cool stuff I bought recently at the house. So maybe we'll, look at some of that together. I bought a lot of partially broken shit the other day. I'll show you a couple projects maybe that I'm working on, and we'll just see what happens. I don't know if I already mentioned it because I've done multiple takes, but I have the rod. So let's go to somewhere a little more scenic and sort of just see what happens, I guess. That's more of a taxing walk than I remember. I'm not really properly dressed either. This is like kind of my work clothes. And I didn't use any of the tick spray. Either way, this is the part of the video I think where I say who I am. I'm Maxwell. Hello. I'm into antiques. I collect all kinds of shit. Cameras, computer equipment. Right now I'm really into rotary phones. And I figure that this is a project where I can sort of just... Is that a stick? It's a stick. Where I can just kind of document stuff. There's a lot of YouTube channels that I grew up watching and I still watch that have done that kind of thing. And I'm not doing this to make a bunch of money. Although that would be nice. I don't think there's money in antiques. I just thought this would be a fun project. And I mean, it's got me out here today, and it's a really beautiful day. I mean, look at that. And this thing telescopes out pretty far as well. So, like... Wait, that's fucking goofy. So let's get it down back to a reasonable length. So this is really the part that's going to take some getting used to, I feel like. I went all the way out here just to say that. Alright, I think this is where the weird FOV of the camera will start to affect things. I'm back home, I'm incredibly sweaty, and I want to show you a few things that I've bought recently. I am, after all, a consumer at heart. So I have this Emerson television, and the awesome feature of it is that it was $10, and it has wood grain, as you can kind of see. But the real piece de resistance is that it kind of works. You can kind of hear the tube like warming up, and you can sort of see the static on the tube. Or feel it with your hand. But the thing is that yesterday I got it to actually kind of work, wherein I was getting like vague sort of hints of video when I input coax, but I couldn't get any further than that. So that's kind of the end of this project, and this will be going to recycling at some point. Hello, so as you can probably tell, I am back again from television. I'm now on the couch, which is actually a recent pickup in and of itself. It was $25, which is just a killer deal. It's from like the late 60s, I would say. But you can see the FOV is still a massive problem. It does have a digital zoom on it, but I mean, I can digitally zoom in post. I can just crop the footage. So if this is cropped, then I'll like uncrop it so you can see how much I had to crop. But I don't really know. Either way, these are the other two items I picked up, and first of all is the toaster. It's from the 70s. It is a Proctor Silex. And a cool feature of this toaster is the fact that it actually has the Smith Corona logo on the bottom. You're just going to probably have to take my word for it. But I will stick it really close to the camera, and we'll see what depth of field can do. And the cool thing about it, I've toasted with this toaster, and it only toasts one side. And then the other side kind of gets there, but it doesn't brown at all. So I've had to like toast it, flip it over, and then toast it again. Not the greatest feature in the world, if you ask me. But then this is the real piece de resistance of like projects that I'm working on, and neither of these are very interesting. Sometimes I do pick up really cool stuff. Like I got a Contax 2A a few months ago. And I've got a Nikkor 35 f2.8 or maybe f3.5 lens with it. But you know, this is just stuff that I normally will pick up when I'm on trips and stuff. This is a rotary phone that I overpaid heavily for, but I was desperate. It's not a Western Electric. It's a GTE Automatic Electric 80E, and from my understanding, they're about as common as a Western Electric. It feels a little bit cheap, but it works. Well, I don't know if it works or not, but it dials. Sometimes the dial will get like kind of stuck, although I honestly might have worked it out enough to where it's fine now. I don't know. But I paid $24 for this. Don't ever do that. I should have just waited. I always should just wait for a good deal to come along, but I had the money from a show I had played, so I did it. Now, an interesting factoid about this phone is that it doesn't have a cable on it. It has bare wire. I don't know how close I can get this. See, that's like an inch from the sensor. So I have on eBay, it was like $6 for a little box that has terminals that I can just screw it into, because I've never soldered before. I'm sure I could do it if I like had the tools to do it, but I don't. Now I will say that you should expect a full video about this phone, because my current project is getting the landline set up so that I can pick up the phone, you know, dial a number, and make calls from my bedroom. You may wonder, what's the point? And there really isn't one. It's just something to do. But I have like a Grandstream HT801 analog telephone adapter coming in the mail at some point. I should have everything. I've gone as far as getting a power line adapter, and then I'm gonna get a really long Ethernet cable, and run it like potentially through my wall into here, or maybe I'll run this into there. I don't know yet. I'll do something, and expect a video about it. It'll probably be called "How to Set Up an Analog Telephone Through Voice over IP." Just because there's not a video of it, and I've done enough research to where I feel I could confidently explain it to somebody. And with that being said, I think I'm going to let you all go for tonight, because I've yapped enough. Trying to think if I have anything else I need to share. Expect more of this, because it's been really fun making this, and maybe the edit will suck, and then I'll decide to never do this again. But I bought the camera. I was gonna put it on credit like a responsible adult, but I accidentally charged my whole card to it, so I have no money, so if you want to send me money, you're more than welcome. I think that's really all I got. Thank you for joining me in the Wit Dungeon. Behave yourself. Don't talk to the police.